Alright, what's up, guys? So I just want to talk about, so I went back to school last year, in July. I'm like 20 something, so I'm not gonna say exactly how old I am because, anyways, let me stop before I just start talking about random stuff. But yeah, so I started going back to school, and like, I know I'm not the only one where like public school and like high school was just like, even like junior high and like elementary school is just like literally like traumatic, and like we learned absolutely nothing. We learned subjects that we don't apply to our daily life anymore. And then it was just like, bro, it was just a social like a slot fest, bro. But anyways, so I'm going back to school, and so previously from going back to school, I was in basically like a different environment, almost like a different surroundings. Like the circumstances were different, the people were different, the vibes were different. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but like, so I got used to living like that, because like, you know, when you, like, if you go on vacation or if you live overseas or something, you start picking up their customs. Yeah, basically like that. But I picked up some, we could just say like unsavory habits, bad manners, if you will. Anyway, so I think like that clashed with like, so sitting in class again, I kind of felt like how I was like as a teenager, you know, with my fucking with my outfit on, you know. I don't know how to fucking say it, where like you care about what people think but you don't care, like the whole ego thing, you feel me? Anyways, I really don't care about any of that anymore. I'm past all that. But like being in that situation, it definitely brought back like that kid feeling again, where I started having those, you know, like, what do you fucking call it, bro? But what am I trying to get at? Basically, like trying to integrate back into that, a whole different environment coming from where I came from. I was wondering where I was getting anxiety out of all of a sudden, because I had seen someone, one day I came into class and I seen somebody who I knew, who I recognized from previous said circumstances. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about what happened. But anyway, so I seen him, and then I seen him recognize me too. So instantly I started being thrown back to that world. Like, here I'm in class. I'm trying to dial into what teach is teaching us, and just, you know, keep it civil while still appearing like, you know, keeping my appearances up, because I guess that's what the fuck we do as kids nowadays. All right, we're ornaments, and we're all fucking, we gotta fucking show out every time we step out of the house type shit. You feel me? That's literally the mindset. Like, and you fucking kids, I guess how many kids do type shit, but you feel me? You know what the fuck I mean, bro. Every time you step out of the house, it is not a fucking movie. But I need to tell myself that, because I be living my life like a movie. And you know what? I inspire myself type shit. But anyways, so I seen this guy and immediately started having flashbacks and like massive anxiety, because I felt like I had two identities, and they were clashing now, because basically seeing him reminded me of the other world, of how I used to be. And so that's clashing with like the student me right now, type shit right now. And I didn't know how to feel, and like for a couple of weeks I was just like in my head. I couldn't even really focus, and I want to say like school spiraled out of control after that. But you know what I'm saying? This is probably just me me dealing with like internal issues. Yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say. Just like, we gotta be aware of, like, we have to be aware of the person we are, the characters we play and stuff, like who I am at home versus who I am outside. Like, bro, just be your fucking self. Like, just be yourself. You don't have to fucking, you know what I mean? You don't have to talk a certain way with, like, this group, and then you don't have to fucking turn around with your white friends and talk a certain type of way with your black friends. You don't have to fucking, you know, bro, you don't have to fucking talk about rice and noodles when you're with your Asian homies either. I'm just saying, so.